Hello, hello. Welcome to the dungeon. How is everyone? Welcome in Mia, welcome in Golden, welcome in Aaron. Aaron, I'll try to find that song for you. I downloaded it ages ago. It's like a royalty-free thing. But if I can find the link, I will send it on to you. Oh, welcome in, baby cakes. Kissable Idiot says, yeah. I am a kissable idiot, thank you. Okay. So, tonight's agenda is we are going to try to play D&D with you guys, live. You guys, the chat. So I've been working on a new scene, and I have been working on stuff in Roll20, and none of it is finished. Agenda, I don't even have agenda. Oh, you mere, you scamp. So making a scene, putting stuff together in Roll20, none of it is done, so I'm gonna try to test it out and see what works and what doesn't, and you know, we'll just keep trying it out and testing it and seeing what doesn't work until we get a thing that does work. That's our plan. I forgot music credits. The music is by Game Chops. It is royalty free, but they require you to credit them. So it's down the corner there, Game Chops. I don't know if that's in the new scene. Pretend it is. Okay, let's transition. Let's go over to the new scene. Let me show you what it's like. There we go. What you guys think? We have some stats up at the top. They're not done yet. I only have health. And we got a little D&D table with your own glorious final boss of the dungeon. And my little friendos, Ymir _ here, Indigo Witchling, and Moro Curious, my streamer besties. I had enough time to throw that together and it's super cute. So I have a little scenario and our D&D map. That is you. That's you. That's you, Ymir. Look at you. You're your little guy. What we got is we have some characters for you guys to play. We have a channel in the Discord that is going to be down at the bottom here. Whatever is typed in there should come up. One sec. If I go to it here, so D&D live scenario test. If I put test in here, it should come up on the screen in a second. There we go. Wait, how am I 3? I don't know, because you're a diligent viewer. That's why. Thank you for the streak, Ymir. Test 2, thank you, Aaron. So in my Discord, I have a bot called Dice Maiden, and if you put in /r space, then you can put in dice rolls like 3d6 plus 2, just to make it more complicated. And if you push in enter, then it'll do the math. So that's our 3d6, a 5, a 1, a 4, and a 1. And then it adds 2 at the end. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 more is 12. So we have a way to roll dice on screen with you guys. I thought I was much higher than 3. Sad. Doggy walk, I'll be right back. Behave, chat. Chat may or may not behave. We'll see. No, I have a good chat. You guys are good. Yeah, so we have a way to do dice rolls and stuff on screen. And we have our little PCs. And for some reason, I can't name them at the moment because Roll20 is being weird, but I should be able to click this and name them, but we can't do that right now. I'll try to figure out why that's broken. We'll just add that to the scuff list. Ymir, what probably broke your streak is when my OBS was broken and I fixed it, I did like a 30-second stream just to make sure it was working. You're already gone, but that if you see in the VOD, that's probably what broke and fixed it. Okay, so here is our map. The scenario is your dear dungeon master, or dungeon boss, is playing D&D with his buddies. You don't want him to be disturbed. You also do not want Zephyr, or what would you call her? I said the word like 6 times before when I was setting this up, and now I can't think of it. Oh, our treasury dragon, Zephyr. We also do not want her to be disturbed. This is our little Twitch treasure hoard. It's I think like $14.63 is my current Twitch revenue. So that's our very important $14.50. So we don't want adventurers getting that. And we have our little map. So we have supplies, and we have a couple of traps that need to be armed. And we have damn hefty funds. I know, right? Rolling in it. That's the kind of money us streamers have, Aaron. Enough for a whole Starbucks coffee and maybe like a croissant. Okay, we have a whole bunch of traps. We have some secret little passages that the little beans and normal beans can pass through. Bigly beans have to go the long way, unfortunately. We have stats, but I kind of want to simplify things, so everything you really need I want to have at the top of screen. And we have a couple of adventurers. They haven't actually made it this far yet. They're just they're just placeholders for where the adventurers come in. Do I have my little arrow tool? So they'll come in this way. So you guys get a couple of rounds to set things up. So let me get my DM vibe going. Okay. You, dear Grizzly Beans, find yourself outside the boss's game room. Next to you is the sleeping dragon, Zephyr, the treasurer of the Grizzly Woods dungeon. A rather excitable little radio mimic, our own Audrey, comes running up to you in a panic. Would anyone like to roll a perception in the live chat test? That's /R and then 1d20. And I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then, you know, I'll just continue the scenario. You guys are all busy. You have your own things to do. I'm very happy for everyone who wants to lurk. And one in the okay. We got a 10 from Aaron. Okay. So comes up to you. Do you want to pick a bean as well, Aaron? 1 to 4 along the top. I don't know if I'll have specific beans or just let people say what they want the bean to do. I have to work that out as well. Okay, the radio mimic has the ability to pick up signals from upper floors. From its little mouth, okay, you get the shouting guy. I would name it if I could, but as I said, the thing is not working right now. You hear from the little mimic a broadcast from one of the upper floors. A panicked goblin from floor 9, the floor above you. You're currently on floor 10. Hey guys, there's a bunch of adventurers have broken through. Yeah, we couldn't stop them. Good luck. You have about 5 minutes. That's what comes through on the mimic. Namiya, you got an 11. Okay. I just want to get you guys started rolling. I don't really have much more for that actual roll. I also haven't pre-written a lot of this. It is mostly off my head, but I've thought through it well enough, I think. Okay, Namiya, do you want to pick a bean? Also, if you're not too busy, I'm going to try to limit these scenarios to like 20 minutes, because I know people have to lurk and do their own things, so I don't want to be kidnapping people's concentration. You want to be Little Bean? Alright. So we have Namiya, and we have Aaron. Also, you might notice that they don't quite align with the squares. That's also something I will fix in future. Don't worry about it, I ran out of time. Okay, you guys know that adventurers are on the way. As seasoned Grizzly Beans of the dungeon, you are aware of the general layout of the place. You know that there are torches around the area. If you put some of these torches out in certain places, perhaps you can make it more likely that they'll fall into traps. Sugar, that's going to be a problem. We can't get those suits, get our 14 bucks. We really can't. We have to stop them. We need that 14 bucks, Aaron. You guys also know about these small passages. As Grizzly Beans, you can fit through small passages that adventurers cannot. You know that there is a supply area over on the bottom left that probably has some useful things. And you are aware that they are not currently armed or covered. There is a spike pit, regular pit, an arrow trap, and what else was there? Oh, there's a spike pit down here as well. So you guys have a couple of turns to basically move about, gather supplies, set up traps, put out stuff if you want. Hello, Old Cinder. Welcome to the chat. How are you? Fancy playing some D&D with us? Okay, so I'm gonna do a rough initiative thing. Aaron and Namiya, if you would like to both roll 1d20, and that's going to be your turn order. Old Cinder, you are also very welcome to play. If you'd like to join my Discord, the chat at the bottom of the screen here is where you can put dice rolls. I have a bot called Dice Maiden in my Discord that you can use to actually do the rolls. Aye. What do we have? We have a 14 from Namiya and a 12 from Aaron. Let's put those on the board. A turn. Where is my turn order? There we go. Namiya. Add turn. Can't do it at the moment due to doing guild stuff in Guild Wars 2, but thanks. Could actually drop by and join some other time if possible. That is super cool, Old Cinder. I'm really just testing it out. I'm gonna have it more smooth and ship-shaped in the future. Could I move to chest by behind the spike trap and hide in it? You could. Let me just finish putting you guys there. Namiya was 14. Namiya's little guy. 14 and 12. Okay. And I'm gonna put in one just for rounds. Rounds. Okay. And I'm gonna say you guys have 10 rounds. That's like a little generous, but I'm sure you can get through them quickly. Okay, so who is first is Aaron. Could I move to a chest to buy behind a spike trap and hide in it? Okay, we have on the map, we have a spike trap in this room. We have a chest here. And as I mentioned, supplies and stuff are here. You can check those boxes. And then there's a spike trap down here. The other chest is the one with our very important $14. Guarded by a dragon. So we're going to play like a slightly simplified version of D&D. So each turn you get a move and you get an action. You can also use your action to move as well, doubling your space. So you have essentially 10 squares to move. We're not going to be too exact about it, especially on a first go with a map that's like slightly off the grid. So you want to move to... Oh, could I move a chest to behind a spike trap? Yes, you could. You're going to probably have to move, and then you can either take this route or this route. There's not really a difference in speed. I will say you can get to there on this turn if that's okay. And we'll give Namiya a turn. Hang on. Where's a good place to put this? There? Yeah, okay. Namiya, what would you like to start doing on your turn? Thumbs up, perfect. Good first turn. Good plan. Can I follow Aaron? Absolutely you can. And you have the same movement speed, I believe. Let's put you there. Okay, you guys know that there is a chest stored in this room. We go around, we drop this to 9, and we're back to Aaron. Aaron, you're continuing to go get this chest. You're aware of the large pit trap outside of the room. I get you to there. This is not a token, this is drawn onto the map, so I can't move it. So what I will do is... Actually, I have to draw it in one go to be one thing. Okay. I can do this. Let me... Okay. And then there. And then it has a curved side and comes down. That's at an angle. Okay, not perfect. You have your chest. Okay. And you can start moving it if you like. I would like to know if you are moving it behind this one or if you're moving it behind this one. I want to grab the chest and move it as close to the north spike trap as I can. Okay, that is no problem. You can get to there. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze once you get through here. So I will get a dexterity save. Let me check. I have the bean stats open. You're a battler, Grizzly Bean Battler. So that is a 1d20 plus 1. And the higher you get, the further you'll be able to move through this tighter area here. Nemia, while waiting for Aaron to roll that. Oh, you got a 1. Oof. Okay. You get it to there, and you've kind of jammed it there. Did you watch Friends, Aaron? Do you remember the couch? Pivot, pivot, pivot. You're kind of in that situation right now. You are slowly getting purchased. You are slowly getting it around, but it's a little stuck. It's a little stuck for this round. Nemia, your turn. Since we don't have a lot of players, I will also let you give orders to the other 2 beans so you can get more done, more traps set up, and looked at more things if you would like. So if you want to call these guys Bean 1 and Bean 4, you can tell me where you want them. Crap, I may be too distracted. I apologize. So we fell through a trap. No. You're fine, Nemia. I'm kind of not expecting people to be able to pay 100% attention, so don't worry about it too much. Aaron had grabbed the chest that was up here. He had brought it through the door and down this way, but he's gotten it a little bit stuck here in this tight corner with this tighter corridor. That's the current situation for him till it comes back to his turn. Okay, can I explore the room with the table? Yes, you very much can. You come into the room. As a little Grizzly Bean, you are familiar that this is a supply room for you guys, for you Grizzly Beans, where you store stuff. There's usually like tools and food in here. Can you roll me an investigation, which is an intelligence roll? And for you, my little bean, that is a -1. Okay, you rolled a 13, so that's a 12. That's fine. I can do the math after. There's no panics, and 12 is actually pretty good. So, what you find in here, Nemia, you can keep a mental note of it. I will put it in the Discord. You find 2 trap... I'll spell it right. 2 trap kits. 1 health kit. 1 stew. And let me just check the table there real quick. Oh, a hunting trap. 1 hunting trap. There you go. To tell you what those do, your 2 trap kits are kind of like toolboxes. They have everything a Grizzly Bean could need to arm or disguise a trap. And 1 health kit, it does what it says on the tin. If you receive damage, it will heal you for a decent amount. 1 stew, that is just food. There's nothing magical, special, or... Well, Grizzly Beans like stew, but besides that, there's nothing magical about it. And a hunting trap, which you can lay down on the ground. If an adventurer steps into it, they will take damage. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Aaron. And I can only take 1. No, you can take all of them if you'd like. The stew is in a bowl, so it will be a little bit more difficult to carry that and other items. thank you for the follow, old Cinder. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Welcome to the dungeon crew. I hope you will come back and play with us sometime when you have time, when you are free. That would be super fun. This is a test run. I'm hoping to refine it quite a bit. What I'd really like to do is have a couple of different scenarios I can run, and then each scenario be like no more than 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, I'll take the health kit and the trap kits. Okay. Cool. You can grab those, no problem. I will give you a little bit more movement if you'd like. So you can start on your way to somewhere else if you like to. In your trap kit, you have the tools required to hide a pit, hide a spike trap. You can put out torches for free, that's no problem. Grizzly beans can see in the dark. Or, let's see, rearm the arrow trap. I thought I had another trap on the left side. I must have forgotten to put one in. And you have a hunter's trap. Considering I've recently been scraped off the floor with a spoon and retrieved in a bucket after a quick raid, I'm currently of no use, but I will be low-key vibing to this between attempts. Thank you very much, Cinder. You are most welcome to hang around. I hope successive raids will go slightly better for you. I'm not sure what to do. If you would like a suggestion, if you can think of some way to get the adventurers to come down here to the left, there's a higher chance they might fall into this pit if it was covered in some way. Move to the room with the rug. This is a spike trap. It looks like a rug because it's not very well rendered. I had to render it at an angle. Wait, are we not the adventurers? No. Adventurers invading. I will run other scenarios where adventurers invade and they try to get as far into the dungeon as they can, but right now you guys are the grizzly beans of the dungeon and you're trying to keep the adventurers away from disturbing your final boss's D&D game. Okay, I see. Grizzly beans equals dungeon baddies. It depends on your perspective. If you serve the dungeon boss, aren't you guys the goodies of the dungeon and the adventurers the bad guys? Truly. Okay, set the trap at the end of the main hall. Okay. Do you mean the top where the adventurers are coming from? Ah, okay, right here. Yes? Yes, perfect. Okay, as a smaller bean, you actually have a shortcut straight through here. So you can get to, I'll say about there. Okay, perfect. So that is another round down. Okay, Aaron, and also mention again, there are 2 other beans. I will let you guys place them or use them as you please. Just let me know if you want them somewhere, especially the big bean. Can I ask Bean 1 for help with the chest? Of course. You give him a holler. He'll come out and give you a hand. I guess give me a strength roll with advantage, and I'll tell you what to actually add to that. It is a 1d20 plus 2, and you can roll it twice and take the highest number. So 1d20 plus 2, and then do another roll that's 1d20 plus 2, and then whichever one is the highest is the one we use. Just check. 13 is plenty. Plenty enough. Both mid, but both enough. As long as it passes the DC. Alright, so I will say you guys, once you get around that corner there, it's a straight shot. Working together, you can get the chest into the room. Now, there is no lights inside the room. There is a torch just outside the room. And you know the pit is like a 5-foot walk into the room before you fall in. I'm assuming you want to put the chest like here-ish. If you find something to cover the trap with, it is more likely to get one of them. Just giving you a little clue there, little extra suggestion. Okay, do either of you want to do anything with our biggie, Bean 4? If not, we will go on to Namiya. Namiya, I will say, if you'd like, you can set your trap up here. I don't think I know what to do with Bean 4. Yes, set the trap. Okay. Okay, you have a couple of options of squares at the exit. It sounded like you wanted it just at the exit of the corridor here, so I'll let you pick left or right if that's easier to choose. I have no idea for the big guy, but I want Namiya to come up with something, but if nothing, then squishy cheeks. The right one. You got it. Okay, let's see how well I can draw a little trap. Okay, it's kind of a curve. Yeah, and then a second curve. No, it's an open trap. It's an open hunter trap. We want, like, this, and then that. Like a butterfly shape, and then it has little spiky teeth that snap shut. Gotta check on the dog. Be right back in a minute. No rush at all, Aaron. Okay, you have planted a trap, Namiya. To give you a warning, though, it is visible. There is a torch here and a torch here. Fiddlesticks. They are just torches that are in posts on a wall, and you can reach them. It is essentially the Grizzly Bean's job to put them there in the first place for like day-to-day work. And I will mention again, Grizzly Beans can see in the dark. Can I put them both out and move them? You absolutely can. Do you just want to put them out, or do you want to move them somewhere? If you have a plan that would be advantageous to you, you could also use them to create smoke. If you kind of doused them a little bit. Welcome back. How is dog, Aaron? Douse them to smoke up the hole. Ah, clever. Clever. Okay, let me change color of this. So they've both been doused. And what's a good way to add a little effect? Alright, so this area is now obscured. It is now smoky. Dog is fluffy as ever and well fed. I am happy to hear that. Love me a happy doggo. Okay, that was a very good turn. We're gonna count down another round. 7 rounds. Oh, nearly a quarter of the way there. We still have a trap kit. I have an idea. You actually have 2 trap kits, I believe. Yes, you have 2 trap kits between you. There is... There is an arrow trap. You can cover the spike pit. You can cover the regular pit. Or any other adventure murdering scenarios you guys might think of. Oh, forgot to move on to Aaron's turn, but it is Aaron's turn. Could we use the kit on the big bean and make him look like a wall? Oh, yes. Yes, that sounds super fun. Where do you want to move Big Bean? When I refine this a little bit, I might, you know, the maze game, Aaron, I might do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and numbers along the letters along the side, just to make it easier to put in like a coordinate. Top left corner, I was thinking. Up here? This wall just growl at us now. Right? It's not too hard to put him as a wall because he is pretty much wall width in that particular position. What do we do for disguise? I suppose it's similar to a hide roll. Is Bean 1 assisting you in this wall disguise? If so, give me a dexterity roll, which is a d20 plus 1, and give it to me with advantage. So that, again, that's rolling it twice and taking the highest number. Perfect. So I'll let you have gotten your chest where you want it there. And 15's pretty good. A 4 is not so good, but at least we're taking the highest. 15, great. Let's do gray. Okay. It's not a very straight wall. Here you go. Okay, Big Bean is disguised as a wall. Anything else you'd like to do, Aaron? I'd say that probably used up your action. I'll give you a little bit more movement to move around though, if you want to head to your next objective. You'd also have come close to Nemia there, who has all the kits and everything, if you guys want to swap or trade any items. Now, pass my turn for now. Okay. Nemia, tiny little guy, where to next? What would you like to do? You have one remaining trap kit. You don't need it, but you have a remaining heal kit. You put down your hunting trap. That's great. I scurry down to the chest room door and plant a trap at the door. You have planted your hunter's trap here already, Nemia. If you want to move it to that door, you can. The trap kit you have is for basically repairing existing traps or hiding them in some fashion. My bad. I thought I had to... no, that's okay. That's okay. I wasn't very clear. Saying trap kit and hunter trap is not very, very clear of me. So that is on my end. I will name them more specifically in future. I'll call it a trap repair kit or a toolbox or something like that. I guess I put out as many torches as I can by dousing them. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There is one here. There's one here. And there is one there. They're the nearby ones. I would let you get all three of those. You could get the one at the very start, but that would take away your movement, and also you don't have anything really set up in this particular hall. So once they get around the corner, they are sort of out of that light. There's also one very far near the end, well, two really far near the end, near your sort of last spike trap there. That would be the adventurer's last way to go. Ignore the start. Okay, the three along the route. Perfect. I'm going to mark those off for you guys then. And I will move you down there as well. So you scurry along. Take out those ones. And you would be down here now. What is in the corner by the chest room? Which corner? This corner? This is an arrow trap. But it's not an armed arrow trap. You do have the trap kit, though, which could activate it. Essentially, if an adventurer comes down along this line here, they will get riddled with arrows. Can I activate it? Yes, but not on this turn. You will have to wait for your next turn to get back to it. If that is okie dokie. Okay. Cool. We go down to 6 rounds. Also, when you guys feel that you are done setting up the traps, the round counter can just be counted down to 0. Just to let you know that, but I think you guys want to spend as many turns as you can setting stuff up. Aaron, back to you, my friend. Also, I'm going to take a little free hydrate for myself. Can I take my turn to instruct the beans on what to do when the guys get down there? Yes, of course. You can do that for free and still take an action and a movement. That is no problem. Grizzly beans speak in a language called Beanish, which is a high-speed, exuberant, meme-ridden language. So you guys can get concepts to each other very quickly in your native language. 1 sec, I'm going to restart the music again as well. There we go. Oh, there we go. Wonder what Aaron's plan is. Ooh, I'm very excited. As a dungeon boss, I'm very excited by what you guys have come up with so far as well. I want the big guy to wait for them to pass and then jump them, and the other small guy to stay in the secret path and jump out and get a hit and then hide again. Good thinking. So you want the smaller bean to be in this little passage back here. Is that right? He's 1. I can move him. Well, he can wait behind the bean and then run in. Is that what you want? All of the secret paths. Okay. He'll do hit and run attacks. All right. Is there any moving around or actions you would like to do? They're basically held to do an attack. Also, just to let you guys know, I should have probably said this in the start, but when I make up a whole rules thing, you guys know that if Biggie or any of you guys are killed, the boss will resurrect you later. So, you know, you don't want to get killed because it hurts a lot, but you're not worried about dying. Guess I go hide in the chest for now. Okay. I'll put you right there in the chest, Aaron. Namia, little bean. What would you like to do now? Oh, do you want to head for the arrow trap? Is that what you wanted to do? Set the arrow trap. Okay. So that is quite a lot of movement to shimmy up there. In future games, I'm kind of half on whether I should be like really tight on the movement. Like it should be like 10 squares maximum a turn, or if I should just be kind of loosey-goosey with the movement like I am now. I kind of like being loosey-goosey right now, but we'll see how it works out in later games. Okay, what do you want? Okay, set up the trap. It's cold as hell out there. Sup, gamers? Sup, Ymir? Ymir, you want to join us? Do you want to be a bean? I can add another one, or I can give you bean 1. Bean 2 has been set up behind a wall as a trap. Nemia, you've set up the arrow trap. Little tick mark. And I will show you. X marks the spot. So when they step on any of these squares, they will get riddled with arrows. Is there anything else you want to do, Nemia? Where do you want to head next? Do you want to plot your next turn? Or shall we move to the next round and back to Aaron? I think Aaron's just waiting in the chest, though. Aaron has his plan. Bum, 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 bum. Hidden secret tunnel. Okay. Do you want to go to the right or the left? Must wash dishes, but I am listening. Perfect. Thank you, Ymir. Enjoy. Well, as enjoyable as dishes can be. Have fun. Left. Okay. I will pop you down there. Okay. The side with the big room. Left of the bean's perspective. Oh, you want to be down here? Okay. Over there. No, but that's fine. No, Nemia. No, tell me where you want to be. Tell me where you want to be. Let's see. Left, right, down, up. Put me back where I started. Right. Okay. So you were over at the arrow trap here. And right. So this side. Okay. Perfect. As I said, I'll try to like have a letter number grid in future. So, you know, you can just say I want to go to, I don't know, L17, and then I can just go, okay, you want to be here. But yeah, that's work I gotta do. I gotta make that stuff. I gotta make assets, and I ran out of time. I so ran out of time. I was working on this up till like 15 minutes before I hit the actual go live. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do? Or do you want to just run down the counter and have the adventurers arrive? All I want to do is wait and then shove the person who opens the chest in the bed. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. When I had thought about it, I had thought about maybe you guys would like cover it with a sheet so they don't know it's there, or cover it with a carpet so when they walk across the carpet they fall straight through. But that's so good. I love that. I love that. Maximum points. Nemia, are you cool with running down the counter, or is there anything else you would like to set up? I believe you guys have used your hunter's trap and both of your kits. Aaron is scary. Aaron's genius. That's good with me. Okay. So let's how do I remove something from the counter? There we go. Let's add our adventures. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. And add turn. Okay. We got an ad coming in 2 minutes, so we will let our adventurers get this far. You hear a big crash. You hear a big crash up here as they break through these doors to this floor. You guys know there's steps up above that. And you hear them not charging, but at a quick pace down the hall. They get to around here, and you hear a little bit of coughing and spluttering as they encounter the smoke that Nemia had set up from his dousing the things. before they get any further, I think I'll go to the BRB screen because we have ads in 50 seconds, and then we'll come back for the exciting crescendo of all you guys trap setting upping. Okay, so let's go to the BRB screen. Let me launch the games. Okay. And I think you guys know what to do. Add jail just before the fun part. No worries, Aaron. We'll wait. We're holding out. Wander. And let's do a drop as well. Oh, and I'm sure you guys have seen, but I didn't really get to show in the, well, I've mentioned in the Discord, but I didn't really get to show them off in last stream. We have 2 brand new emotes. We have a blush, and we have a new heart emote. I worked really hard on them. So just chill for a minute. Thanks, Namia. What I do to make emotes is I made 1 chibi of myself, and then I cut that out just like I'd cut out a like an actual VTuber. So the eyes, the mouth, the beard, it's all separated. So then I can just like re-angle them and warp them and move them into the positions I want. So most of my emotes are all the same little chibi, just edited it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thanks very much. I try. Oh. You said G1 to move your little guy, but for a second I thought you meant good one. Just having a little hydrate as well. And just chill out for another minute and a half. It's not the best option in the world, but between pre-rolls and mid-rolls, I think mid-rolls are always the better choice, especially when you can have little games like this. Namia on top of the leaderboard. Oh, a posture check. Thank you very much. Ow! Crack! Snap! Ooh. Namia way on top of the leaderboard. Give me another 10-20 seconds because our ads are just coming to an end. Yay, Aaron's out of ad jail. I assume that's what freedom means. Hey, ads are over. Thank you, Beanbot. Alright, I'm gonna end the maze game. Pop. Namiya 190. Wow. 126 for myself and a very respectable 65 for Aaron considering it was in wander mode. Good job. Good job, everyone. All right, let's go back to our game. Whoosh. Hello, hello. In the last exciting episode, Aaron and Namiya had booby-trapped the dungeon. The witless adventurers wander down the hallway, coughing and spluttering in smoke. What will happen next? Who knows? Tune in. Hi. So I will let the adventurers. Can I select them all without selecting the smoke? Hi, the adventurers get to here, and you hear a snap as your hunter's trap has caught one of the adventurers. There is a loud feminine scream as it chunks into her leg. I'm gonna say he's a rogue. The rogue hops around to assist her. The wizardly-looking elderly gentleman sort of panics and steps back, and the fighter seems unfazed. It is now Aaron's turn. These poor bozos are gonna get clapped. That's the plan. That's the plan. You don't want them interrupting the boss's D&D game. You don't want them stealing our precious, precious, precious Twitch money. All $14 of it. You stay lying in wait. When do you want Bigly Bean to launch the attack? Like, do you want them to have slightly passed? Or like right now when the hunter trap has sprung? When they get a bit down the hall. Okay, so it's coming right into the back of them, and they never knew it was there. They thought it was just a wall. They thought it was a wall the whole time. Like, it takes a little bit of time for them to remove the trap from this one's foot. She is a little bit in bits and limping, so I'm going to say the fighter is assisting. The rogue-esque character makes it a little bit further down the hall. Oh, these two. Oh, I don't want to move the whole smoke. Not the whole smoke, just these two. That's my fault for drawing it that way. These two are a bit behind. Our wizardly fellow is right at the back. They have passed a little bit. So I'm going to say this is when Bigly Bean will come out to play. Do you want Smaller Bean to run into? And that's between you and Namiya, Aaron. Teamwork. Run in for one attack and then run, I say. Okie dokie. I'm gonna get you and Namiya both to do attack rolls. Aaron, if for Bigly Bean, would you roll me a 1d20 plus 6, please? And Namiya, for the other bean, the regular bean, would you roll me a 1d20 plus 4? Oh my god, Namia, not 20. What? Aaron, I'm afraid Biggly Bean got a miss on that. Let me just double check if he has 2 attacks. Yes, Biggly Bean does 2 attacks. That's one of his things. So you do have another chance. Namia got a nat 20. That means I'm gonna click this button. Good job. That's a crit. That means you do max damage. A 12. A 12 is a hit on a wizard, Aaron. One of your 2 hits has hit. It might already be over for the wizard with that crit. Okay, now rolling damage. Namia, give me a 1d4 plus 2. It's a crit, so it's actually 2d4 plus 2. Give me 2d4 plus 2. Indigo Witch, rolling initiative. Welcome in, Indy. Do you want to join us? We're currently killing a wizard. Okay, that is 6 damage to the wizard. And Aaron, you do 2d6 plus 4. That's without a crit. I love that, but I'm actually doing something right now. No worries, Indy. Whenever you want to join, there'll be plenty of other times and plenty of other days. Hopefully we can be enjoyable background noise for you. 12. Okay. What I can tell you is that this wizard did not have enough health. What was the total? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Between you both, you did 18 damage. The wizard had 13 health. You nuked this guy. Okay, and you wanted the smaller bean to run back. It can do that. You did crush. So I'll try to keep to better initiative now. Namia, are you still hiding in that little crevice in the secret passage? Do you want to do anything for your turn? Or are you in waiting? Yeah, I don't know what I should do with my low health amount. Oh, I forgot to give you guys equipment. Namia, you have a bow. Let me tell you exactly what it does. Or do you have a bow? You have... Oh, okay. You have either a pebble sling or you have a scrap dart. A dart is actually more like a very small spear, and a pebble sling is essentially what it sounds like. It's a stone in a sling. You spin the sling and then you throw the stone. Those are both ranged weapons. So you can hold an attack for when an adventurer comes around the corner, and then pew, pew, pew. That would be an option. Why can't I hydrate you and give you a posture check? Because Aaron has already hydrated and posture checked me. Okay, I'll hold on. Perfect. Oh, I still have the nat 20 up. Hang on. Pop. Oh, I should have done this earlier as well for your little low roll there, Aaron. He's a professional. Also, I'm currently ironing now. Don't you wish you were me? Love this. Oh, I think I've ironed twice in my whole life. So, no. Who irons anymore? Okay, Mia is holding an attack for when someone rounds the corner. The rogue, seeing what's going on behind him, a giant green bear suddenly appeared and the wizard got ganked, is going to run forward and trigger the arrow trap. He would get a dex save for that. And roll it with a real dice. I'll give you some dice rolling ASMR. And he got a 2. That's my player dice. That's my lucky player dice. Doesn't seem to like this rogue though. Namiya, give me 2d6 plus 2 damage for the rogue, please. As he is pelted with arrows from the trap. Lucky for us, unfortunate for the rogue. This is also one of my friend's characters, so it's going to be quite funny when he watches the VOD back. 13 damage. Oof. Oof. The rogue is not quite dead, but they are in bad shape. They are in very bad shape. The wizard is an ex-wizard. The cleric has to hold her action because she can't run unassisted, so she is going to wait for the fighter to help her. She's already been hurt by the trap. So they're gonna run past and get to there. Namiya, they have run around the corner now. You have a shot at them. You can pop out, take your shot, and then hop back into the little secret door. You pelt them with darts. You can hit one with a dart. Choose your target. There's a fighter and a cleric who are next to each other. And I will give you the stats to roll. Also, if either of you just want the stats, it is the Grizzly Bean creature stats in the Discord under the homebrew section. Okay. Darts. A dart is a 1d20 plus 4. That is the attack. And then the damage is 1d4 plus 2. 13 is a hit. Sorry, what was the first? Okay, it is a 1d20 plus 4 to hit. Ooh, a 6 is not a hit, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a miss this time. But you guys have really messed these guys up. And as you hop back into your secret little area, they are aware that an attack has come from this direction, but they do not know what fired it at them, so they are a little bit panicked. I wonder what they will do. So I'll give them a perception. You have also extinguished the fire here. It is dark. These are both humans. They do not have dark vision. One sec. Sorry about that. Someone just brought me a selection of cheeses. I am so happy right now. Sorry. Both of them are humans, so they don't have dark vision. So I'm rolling a perception to see if they can spot the door next to them. And that is good enough. They are headed for that door so they can avoid the fire from down the hall. So I will let them just pop into the room there. Aaron, it's getting close. It's getting close to your time. You're just in that box. You're so ready. Do you want to do anything with Biggie? Aaron sits and waits with the raw bear, getting more and more excited by the second. Big Bear is out in the open if you'd like to have them do anything. While I nibble on a piece of cheddar. I think we just run down the hall well there. Okay. That sounds incredibly Grizzly Beanish. He can get up to the rogue if he would like to do another attack. And if he would like to do another attack, I can give you the stats to roll again. Oh, you have the stats. Nice. A 9 is not a hit, but he does have 2 attacks. Oh, another 20. You don't really have to roll damage, but go ahead anyway. It will be double dice, so that's 4d6 plus 4. Oh, okay. As the huge green lumbering grizzly bean wildly, oh, stop that auto mod, wildly swings its huge paws and gets to the rogue with one single slam of its paw. It turns the rogue into a pile of mush. Namia, would you like to do anything? There's also bean number 1, if you'd like them to do anything. These adventurers do look like they're in trouble. I think this went pretty well. Move bean 1 into the chest room through the back. Oh, the back door. That's clever. Are they too big? No, only the bigly bean is the one who can't fit through the small spaces. The regular beans and small beans can fit through them. Okay, so he's gotten to basically the exit. If he moves out, he will be spotted before they open Aaron's chest. However, he could hold an attack until Aaron pops out, if you'd like. You guys do make good plans. I had completely forgotten about this back entrance to this room, and I'm the one who made the map. Oh, wait for Aaron's move? Okay. Okay. Do you want to move your own little bean anywhere? Yes, just outside the front door. Just outside the door they're currently in, like there. That's okay, typos happen. Bum, 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 bum. You guys are cute. That emote's super cute. Who is that? Eating grass. I like that one. Should I have a grass-eating emote? Oh, hydrate. Oh, hell yeah. I'll hydrate. Oh, it's Marbs. Ah, okay. I think I follow Marbs now, but I haven't caught a screen yet. I will, though. I will. I think you meant there, Namiya. You can correct me if I'm mistaken. Give me a sub. So I'm making it worth it. Oh, hell yeah. I do that all the time. Who do I currently have subs from that I've just been that I love just because I love their emotes? Crelly, I love all of their emotes, and they have so many. Oh, I got one for Halo. I love her emotes so much because she has all the little faces you can put together. Who else? Crelly, Halo. Oh, and Lunaina. Love you, Luna's emotes. Yeah, okay. Namiya, you can let me know if that is an okay position. I am happy to retcon that or move you to where you actually wanted if that is the wrong spot. Yep, perfect. Okay. The rogue is dead as a doornail. You guys minced them. So it is the cleric and the fighter. They are the only ones left. They've closed the door behind them. They probably assume they are safe for the moment. They move around. The cleric is still limping, kind of taking care of her wounds, when the fighter notices a large chest. Intrigued. They've seen the spike trap, of course. It would be silly to fall into that, so they have avoided that. However, the fighter goes to inspect the chest. Aaron, it is your time. Would you like to roll a shove for me? That is a d20 plus your strength, which is a +2. It is the time. It is the master plan. 13. Okay, they get a strength save, basically a strength roll against yours in athletics. Let's see how they do. I've been very unlucky on my dice rolls. I gotta take a photo of this. I gotta take a photo of it and I'll put it on the Discord before I actually tell you guys what it is. Well, I'll put it on the Discord later, but I gotta get a photo of it right now. Oh no, I have to be close up so it's blurry. Don't blur! It is a 3 on the dice, Aaron. Oh, I can't get a close-up picture. That sucks. Anyway, it is a 3 on the dice. The spike trap is an insta-kill. They ain't getting up from that. The cleric is now wounded, terrified. All of their party are dead. They are surrounded. Her fighter just got ganked by Aaron right in front of them. Someone put a picture in there. What if someone put a pic in there? In the live scenario test? I don't know, I haven't tried it out. Long as it is Twitch and Discord safe, give it a go. Actually, I can try. I can see if I can put the photo. It's blurry as all heck just because it's like a close up, but let's see if I can. My server. Scenario. Pictures. Send. Will it come up? No, I don't think photos come up through it. But you can see the 3 on the D20, right? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a cutie! Oh, let me... It's very important that I change from browser capture to desktop capture so you can see the cutie. Oh, I love you. Oh. Also, there's the D20. It's blurry, but you can see the 3. It's such a cutie. Thank you for sharing that, Aaron. You made my whole day better. Yeah, okay. Aaron, that was your go. The fighter is gone. Namia, do you want to finish off this cleric? Do you want to steal the show? The one good image I have of her. My niece has a chow chow, and it is so hard to get them to take a good picture. They will not stay still for the 1 second it takes for the camera to actually like process. Every picture is like a fluffy blur. But they are so cute. Can we know her name? Do you share her name? Tell her I love her. Yes, I pelt the cleric with a pebble. All right, go for it. Let me get the stats for you again. +4, D20 +4. Lulu, the Fluff Lord. Oh, Lulu, the Fluff Lord. She is welcome in the dungeon anytime. She is royalty. 11. Very nice, Namia. Roll your damage. Pebble is 1d4 +2. That could potentially finish her off with her earlier injury. The little bean that could. You bided your time. 6. 6. You got max damage. You got max damage. All right. Without a single injury on the Team Grizzly Bean side, you guys eliminated the adventurers. The boss's D&D game went on spectacularly for another 4.5 hours. When the boss finally finished up and came out, you were rewarded with fresh stew, cookies, and hot chocolates for everyone on the team. I'm thinking about some longer term scenarios where like I might give you guys like boons or buffs or items that you can carry with you if you play again. So like maybe Aaron and Namiya Beans, Grizzly Beans would have a specific ability or a bonus that only you guys have. Something like that. How do you guys think it went? I know it's a little rough around the edges, and definitely the visual assets, I have a lot of work to do. But how did you find it? That was fun? Fun? Good. Excellent. I'm super happy about that. That was the plan. Okay. That's kind of it. That's what I have for the stream. Love coming up with dumb strats. I love you coming up with dumb strats. Also, those were pretty good ideas. I loved the hiding in the box. I love that Namiya like made it all smoky up here, which also hid their the hunter trap, the bear trap. I really liked the hiding the Bigly Bean behind a wall. Yeah, you guys minced the adventurers, and I had like the whole section of map down here, and like this one last trap you guys could set up as a gambit without having to fight them. And yeah, they barely got down from the entrance. You guys nailed it. Wellbeing and Chessbean are my best ideas. Wellbeing and Chessbean were excellent ideas, and ones I will definitely steal for actual D&D as well. Everyone expects the chest to be a mimic. No one expects the chest to have a bear inside. Yeah. So what I want to do is come up with like 5 or 6 different scenarios that, you know, we can play through or replay through, and I want to keep them all to, you know, 20 to 40 minutes, so, you know, it's not taking up too much of a watcher's time. They can kind of jump in when they have a free time. I think I might have like 2 versions where you guys control a specific character like you did tonight, and, you know, maybe have like a second NPC that you give orders to, and then maybe like a free-for-all version where just chat decides what happens, essentially. Like, it is Bean goes 1, chat, what does Bean 1 do? And then everyone can, you know, say their thing. Maybe you might use polls. I've always wanted to use polls and do a nice graphical thing for it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I got. That's what I got for your stream, guys. I'm glad you came. I had a lot of fun. Redeemed a head pat. Oh, thank you very much, Namiya. Thank you. This was super fun to do. We need some Gamba soon. Aaron, let me switch over to desktop view for a second, and let me open my Steam, and let me go to the search bar, and let me show you what I got. I got marbs. I got marbles, Aaron. So, you know, at some point we could do some marble gambling. Gamba, yeah. I'm sure I could also incorporate gambling into the my one and only true love. I'm sure I could also incorporate some like gambling into the game as well. I could do like at the start of the scenario, there's going to be some equipment that you can grab, maybe in a starting box, because the way I've done Grizzly Beans as a creature, there is dungeon implements to make them like different from kobolds and goblins and the like. You can equip them with different sets of equipment, unique sets of equipment. So we could have like a gambit thing to decide what equipment you get at the start. Stuff like that. And then boons or whatever at the end as well. Maybe they could be randomized. We could also have redeems for some positive and negative things for you guys when you're playing as well. I like that idea. Good. I'm glad. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions or feedback or follow up, you can drop it into the Discord. I'd really appreciate it. You can drop it either into the general chat or you can drop it into this D&D live scenario test for the meantime. Yeah, that is just a test channel for now, so anything in that will be blown up later when I figure out exactly what I want to do with it. Because I'm thinking I can either put a specific role just for the channel for appearing on the stream, and then maybe like Dulcie's personal attention redeems. We can have like a sign up thing, and then when I do scenarios, depending how many people we have, I could have different scenarios that need different amounts of people, and I can run different ones for like when people are free. I think that might make it a little more organized, but for the whole testing thing, you know, who doesn't love chaos? That's what Grizzly Bean's all about. It's what you guys are all about. That's our work ethic. Chaos. Order through chaos. We create chaos and then we figure shit out. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to dungeon chat. And let's make me not tiny in the corner for a little bit. Who we raid out to? Shall we raid out? We'll raid out. Let's see who's on in terms of friendos. Oh, Lou is on. What are they playing? Reanimal. That's a bit of a scary game. Do you guys want a scary game? Are you okay with that? We do be beaning around here. We do be beaning. Oh, Diamond is on. Okay. I haven't rated Diamond in ages, actually. Let me remember how to straight up beating it. It's Diamond 0? Yes, Diamond X0. They're playing Stardew. Stardew's pretty chill. Yeah, we'll raid Diamond. There we go. Okay, starting the raid. Yeah, it was kind of a slightly shorter stream, but, you know, I had a thing I wanted to test. You guys got to the end of it, and I'll be learning all of my lessons from that. We have we have our raid emotes if you are subbed, and we'll do a dungeon raid. Dungeon raid. Oh, I really should just make a command that enters the message. I will eventually. Yeah. But yeah, we'll make it a dungeon raid. Raid time, babies! I hope everyone had fun. I hope you can see where I'm going with the live D&D thing. I hope you guys will play again, and I hope I can make it a lot of fun for you guys, because I certainly had a lot of fun tonight, and I had a lot of fun seeing what Aaron and Namia came up with. You guys were both great beans. Excellent beans. Okay, I'm sending you off now. Have fun. I will be there too. Oh, I forgot to copy and paste this before I raid it. Ow. 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 Why? Ow. You monster. Bye, guys. Take care. And